tonight we'll be talking about boss, built on self-success, and what that means to you and how you can achieve this goal. So let's get into it, okay? So I realize that everyone isn't built to be a boss. I realize everyone hasn't set goals and standards to be a boss in anybody's world, okay? I get it. I do realize that every woman just wants to be their own person. And I do understand that some women are created to be leaders and boss in every world. And that is just who I am created to be. So for some women who are listening to this podcast, so are you. So I love that for us, okay? Those women who are created to be leaders just in their homes or in their world, awesome. I love that for you as well. But for every woman, we are created to be a leader in some form or fashion. So I want to talk about that, okay? And what that means to us and every level of achievement. There are some type of leadership skills that we can build on at some point in our world, in some point of our life, okay? So, build on self-success is a concept that emphasizes the importance of personal growth, empowerment, and self-resilience in achieving success. It involves taking ownership of your goals, actions, and achievements by focusing on your strengths, your skills, and capabilities. So, during this, you need to recognize your unique qualities, setting clear objectives, and relying on your own efforts to create opportunities and overcoming your challenges. We all have opportunities that we create for ourselves. Some people, we face opportunities that other people create for us, like on our jobs or at church or in our community. That's fine. That's all good. But we need to learn how to recognize when we want to take ownership of things, okay? So that's just part of being a boss and recognizing our capabilities and our skills and our strength, what you're strong in, what you're not strong in, what you're capable of doing and what you're not capable of doing. That is also a part of being a boss. We all have unique qualities. I am not strong in every single thing, and I realize that. So the things that I'm not strong in doing, I do not try to take on. One thing that I'm not strong in is finances. I totally do not take on anything financial. You do not want me balancing your books. You do not want me handling your bills. I promise you, you do not, okay? You will look fabulous. Your hair will be done. Your nails will be done, baby. You will always be on point. Your lights may not be on. That's just me. Okay, so that's part of being a boss, owning your skills, owning your capabilities and your strengths, okay? So like I said, during the process of becoming a boss and self-successful, you want to take ownership of your strengths, skills, and capabilities, okay? Realizing your qualities. So let's move forward. So owning your challenges, overcoming your challenges. Like I said, financials, no. That is definitely a challenge. I have overcame it. I own it. I have moved on. That's not it. So in essence, being self-sufficient, being a boss, being built on success means being determined to unlock your full potential and achieving desired goals. Okay. At the end of the day, just fully owning who you are and every bit of who you are. Okay. So I took the liberty to jot down a few steps to help you guys become a boss in your own world, on your own time, in your own space. Okay, so step 1, set clear and achievable goals. Okay, so what that means to me, and it can mean different things to different people, but it means to define specific, measurable, and realistic goals that align with your aspirations and values. Break them down and then break them down into small milestones and track your progress and stay motivated. That's the hard thing for us. We never want to stay motivated. We get discouraged very, very easily, and then we just give up. Guys, everything isn't going to be easy. Everything isn't going to come overnight. So nothing came overnight. We weren't born overnight. We didn't get to where we are overnight. Stay motivated, okay? Step 2, believe in yourself. Always, always, always believe in yourself. Everybody isn't going to believe in you. Nobody owes us anything. Nobody has to believe in what we do. Nobody has to believe in what we say. Everything that we put out there Sometimes it's going to sound unrealistic to other people. So guess what? If you don't believe in you, nobody else will either. So you have to believe in you first. And don't always tell people what you want to do anyway. Keep things to yourself, okay? So believe in yourself. Cultivate self-confidence and faith in your abilities. So recognize your strengths and talents. And then your potential will grow. Challenge your self doubts and negative self talk with positive affirmations and constructive thoughts. Okay. So stay positive. Again, stay motivated. Okay. Step 3, take ownership of your actions. Oh my God. Hold yourself accountable for your choices and decisions and outcomes. Learn from your failures and setbacks. Guys, again, learn from your failures and setbacks. We don't want to do this. We want to fail and be like, okay, I'm done. That's it. And then we want to forget about it because it was so humiliating. No, look at what you did, learn from it, and then redo it and just figure out how you did it the first time and go about it a different way. Just because it didn't work the first time properly or the way that you want it to work doesn't mean that it was a failure. It just means that there's different ways to go about doing things, okay? So learn from the first way that you did it, go about it a different way, but motivate yourself. Do it with positive affirmations and constructive thoughts. Don't just put yourself down and talk negative to yourself, okay? Take ownership and hold yourself accountable. Make sure that you make the right decisions and the outcomes, learn from those. Don't just sit back and be like, I give up. That's it. No, use those, okay? Use them and challenge yourself with it. Use them as opportunities for growth and improvement. Always, 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 always. All right, step 4. Foster a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and develop. View mistakes stepping stones to success and focus on continuous learning and growth. I'll repeat that one. Embrace challenges as opportunities and learn and develop and view your mistakes as stepping stones to success and focus on continuous learning and growth. Guys, this is one thing that we do not like to do. We don't like to continue learning. Again, you guys know that I'm going back to school recently. Like, I'm going back to school in July. Learning is a daily thing. You have to continue learning on a daily basis because if you don't, you'll just die. Like, who doesn't want to learn every single day? Why wouldn't you want to learn something different every day? Because if you don't, you won't keep up with society. You won't keep up with your children. You will never know what's new. You'll never know what's evolving in the world around you. So you have to learn every single day. That's part of growing. That's part of evolving. That's part of knowing who you are because you're continuously evolving as a human being. So you have to grow every day. Okay, next step. Surround yourself with positive influences. That's the biggest thing in any boss, in any world, in being positive, period, in evolving, period, like just overcoming any obstacle. You have to surround yourself with positive influences because if you don't, you'll always think negative anyway. You'll always be negative. You'll always think about yourself negatively. You will never be able to do positive affirmations. You'll never be able to grow. You'll never be able to continue learning. Like everything that came before this, you won't be able to do. So always surround yourself with positive influences. Seek support from mentors, coaches, and like-minded individuals who encourage you and inspire and surround yourself with positivity and motivation to fuel your journey towards success, okay? Because, again, people don't always want to see you successful. So you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. And that is sometimes very hard. Sometimes you only find one. And that's okay, because that's all you need is that one. I don't have that many people that are like-minded around me, and that is very, very okay with me because you don't really need a whole lot of people because once you get a whole lot of people around you and all these different opinions started flowing into your opinions, then your opinions about you start changing. You don't want too many influences on you or your ideas or who you should be or what you should be doing. So it's okay. The limit is okay. Practice resilience, okay? That's the next step. Develop the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and Persevere in the face of obstacles. Cultivate a resilient mindset that enables you to stay focused, determined, and optimistic, even in challenging times. Oh my gosh. Again, very, very hard for us. We don't like to stay optimistic in challenging times. But look at COVID. Prime example. Guys, we lost our freaking minds because that was the first time we've ever went through that. But it was extremely hard for us to stay focused. It was extremely hard for us to stay optimistic. And let's face it, we really did not stay optimistic because we didn't know what was going to be next. We didn't know what was coming next. We didn't know what was going to happen the next day and the next day and the next day. We were losing people left and right. We lost so many people during that time. But look at us now. Okay, prime example. Like, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's live today like our last, okay? Let's make sure that we give our all today. Let's make sure that we do not fail. Let's make sure that we do not give up on ourselves, okay? Next, celebrate your achievements. Acknowledge and celebrate your success no matter how small. Take pride in your accomplishments and use them as motivation to keep moving forward and reaching new heights. Guys, sometimes the things that we feel like are so small and don't matter and minute are the hugest things to other people. Sometimes we look at things to be like, they don't matter. But guys, other people can accomplish them. Other people are striving to do the things that we've done. And we look at them like they don't matter. Like they're like ground zero to us. But you have accomplished so much. Things that you have never dreamed that you would accomplish. And you're just like looking at them like they don't matter. I don't understand why. So listen, the things that you've done thus far, celebrate yourself. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a pat on the back. Go out. Get yourself an ice cream. If you don't want to celebrate big, then don't go big. Don't go hard. But do something for yourself because you should be proud of everything that you've done so far. Guys, when I opened up my modeling studio and I had a whole photo shoot, I had a whole commercial, I was doing so much. I had like 3 or 4, we did 3 shows, I believe. A rooftop, it wasn't a rooftop, but we did like a fashion show at a hotel and everybody thought it was a rooftop. It's hilarious. But I was like, I deemed it as very small. Everybody was like, Ebony, are you serious? Like, look at what you did. Look at your accomplishments. And I mean, it was like my very first show was like the best selling show I had. But after that, all the shows were like just awesome. And I'm just like, everybody was like, your studio is just amazing. And I looked at it as if it just never was enough. It was never enough. I always found something that was wrong with it. But the accomplishments that I had already accomplished, people were trying to do. And I deemed it as very, very little. So guys, don't do that. Don't put yourself down. Don't negative talk yourself. Tell yourself that the things that you've done thus far, people are trying to do, people are striving to do. These things that you've accomplished this far, people would probably never be able to do, okay? You are amazing. You're great at what you do. People, the things that you've done, nobody else will be able to do because of who you are and uniquely. You were created uniquely. Nobody will be able to match you, okay? So celebrate yourself. Go out and do something, okay? The next step, stay motivated and committed. I can't repeat that enough. Stay motivated and committed. Committed is the number one thing. I should have started out with that, but I think I did. I don't remember. But yes, stay committed and motivated. Maintain a strong sense of purpose and dedication to your goals. Stay focused. Again, stay focused on what is important to you and prioritize actions that align with your vision and success. That's one thing that we don't like to do is align things with our vision and success. I look at so many people and the things that they're doing on social media, and it's like you're doing one thing and you're saying something else, and it's like you're living something totally different. Everything has to align. You know, when my modeling studio, with my podcast and my life, everything was self-confidence, everything was self-building, everything was boss. Like everything has to align, everything has to be on purpose. Everything has to have one vision, one purpose. Guys, if this is what you're doing, if this is what you're living, if this is what you're preaching, I don't care if it's just raising your children, you have to have one lifestyle. You can't live one thing and preach something different. You can't be a hypocrite. So whatever you're living, preach it. Whatever you're preaching, live it. Be one person. Don't live a double life. And I'm not going to stop preaching. But anyway, And that's all I wanted to say on that note. But that is what boss means. So for those of you who are first listeners to Boss Wife, that is what boss stands for. It stands for built on self success. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Please try to incorporate these tips in your daily life and mindset. These will definitely nurture a strong foundation of self-belief, determination, and resilience that will drive you towards personal growth and success in your everyday life and everything that you do, no matter where you are, corporate world, at home, at church, in your community. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're trying to be a boss or you're just trying to grow. Personally, it doesn't matter. As women, we should always strive to be better and to do everything that we want to do. And no matter who we are, don't forget to do you, because if you don't do you, then you won't be done. We are so grateful for all the wide world support of Boss Wife Podcast every week. Your comments have both been helpful and inspiring. Remember to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing on all platforms. As I always say, if you don't do you, then you won't be done. Looking forward to chatting with you again next week. Same time, same place. Thank you for being a vibrant part of our podcast community. Love you guys, and I will see you next week.